Hello, I'm Dayton, and I got something to say. This year, I will be making a review and ranking of every month where I go through most of the things I did that month. I'll probably leave some details to myself, but most of them will be ranked in order. I'm talking movies. I'm talking depressive episodes. I'm talking intimate moments in my life. How does that rank against some shitty comedy I watched? These are the questions that we are answering here. Ranking things I did in January. Let's start off with some honorable mentions. Yeah, I don't want to rank everything that's ever happened ever, you know? The honorable mentions for this month are just going to be a few songs. So, first, Lighten Up, Cat Larceny, right there. Listen to it. Meow, meow, meow. I'm a cat. That's my review. Next, we got Parker Street, Owl Drugs. Hoo hoo hoo. I'm an owl. That's my... No, that song's beautiful. You should listen to that song. Let's go back to Lighten Up. Also listen to the song. It's great. Very fun. Love it. I've heard it a million times. Wish it was still called Piss Drawer. But Lighten Up's okay. And Parker Street, that song, beautiful, touching. Shout out to Calvin. Calvin's killing it. And New Little Dill song, Elderly People. Holy shit. Not what I expected from Little Dill, to be honest. When I'm excited for a Little Dill song, this is not what I'm expecting. But is it a masterpiece? Yes, of course it is. Everyone should listen to it. Little Dill is growing and improving day by day, and it's beautiful to see. And everyone should be there to witness it. And this one is a big honorable mention. This one's big. All Is Forgiven, Justin Hughes. This is a necessity to listen to. This shit is a fucking perfection. Listening to this shit felt like that scene from Ratatouille. You know, I'm eating some strawberries. I'm eating some cheese. I haven't watched Ratatouille in a while. I think that's what he's eating. Justin's giving me a platter of delicious sounds, and I'm, oh my god, delicious. Everyone listen to it. Okay, honorable mentions, done, over. Number 21, applying to jobs. I'm really working on trying to get a new job right now. Not going very well, so, you know. Number 21, shout out to jobs and applying to them. I guess don't shout out to them because it's the bottom. I applied to jobs. I didn't get any. So it's the bottom. It's the bottom. Number 20, throwing up on New Year's. That's how I started the year. Not ideal start. I woke up in a hot room on the floor and then went and threw up a bunch and then sat on a couch and suffered. Number 19, Echo. This TV show, Echo, on Disney Plus, a new Marvel show. Did I finish it? No. So is it unfair that I'm ranking it? Yes. However, am I ranking it still? Yes. I think Echo's fine. It's, I was just too bored. I didn't finish it. I was too bored. It would be cool if they decided to give Echo some sort of character, but she's kind of just a blank wall, and I don't want to watch a blank wall. Number 18, Aquaman 2, The Lost Kingdom or some shit. I don't remember its full name. It's right here. I'm going to put the poster right here. It's fine. I guess I don't have many feelings about it. I guess it's okay. I like the first Aquaman a lot. I think it's very fun. This one's just, it felt really all over the place. There was some stuff I like, but by the end of it, I just kind of forgot all of the movie, so I can't even tell you what I liked. But I feel like there was some parts of it that I remember liking. Do I remember what they are now? No, because the movie is very forgettable. I could not tell you what happens in the plot at all. I watched this in like the middle of the day. It's not like I was tired. And Aquaman 2 was only just beaten out by number 17, Contemplated My Purpose, and If I'm Just a Leech Who Sucks the Life Out of Everyone Around Me. Answer unknown. At number 16, we have Flight from Alberta. That's me, on a little plane, flying. I started off my year in Alberta, and then flew back to BC, which is where I live. It was fine. It was a plane. It was a flight. Not much more to say, but it does beat out Aquaman 2 and Echo. Number 15, Triangle of Sadness. This movie I thought was fine. I like it more than the other stuff. The other stuff I would say fine in like a very bland way. This was fine in a more optimistic way. You know, I liked it, sort of. I just didn't really care. I could see someone really liking this a lot more than me. I did like Woody Harrelson and some Russian guy just ranting about communism and capitalism, just arguing about it. That was kind of fun. Outside of that, I was unengaged. Number 14, X-Men. So me and my girlfriend, she accidentally took a comic book class in university, and it has actually ended up with her being very interested in learning more about comic books and superhero shit. And so she has never really watched anything. So we decided to go on a journey, and X-Men was something that sounded interesting to her. So we watched that. I have seen that a lot before. And the first X-Men movie I like a little bit, but I find it to be a little bland. The sequel I like a lot more. And I think the first X-Men movie it's good, but if I want to watch a superhero movie, if I want to watch an X-Men movie, I don't even think that's in the top 5 of the ones that I'm choosing. I mean, the formula has been perfected much better. Number 13, started driving lessons. I'm finally going to get my license. This is huge. Number 12, Saltburn. This movie is great as pictures. I think this movie visually is very cool. I know lots of people talk about that, and I think the visual aesthetics are cool. I think that I definitely don't think it's as gross as it has been talked about. Like, what? It's gross because there's a sex scene where, like, period blood is involved. It's not that gross. And then, who hasn't slurped up a little cum from a bathtub? Let's be real. And I also think that it's just like, I just think the movie doesn't really have much interesting stuff to say. It feels like it wants to say something interesting. And it really wants to be this like, holy shit, what a twist. Oh my god, this movie's going all over the place. But I don't know. It's like, we have Parasite at home. That's what it feels like to me. Number 11, I watched Maestro. Maestro, you dumbass. It's honestly, I feel similar to it as Saltburn, except for it connected with me more. I think it's more interesting in what it's talking about than Saltburn. I think it has more to say, but it is very much a movie where I'm like, visually, very cool movie. I do think there's more to chew on with Maestro, but I think A Star is Born is much more interesting, but Bradley Cooper movie. But I do think Bradley Cooper does show that he can direct the shit out of a scene. And I forget her name, because it's been a while since I watched this movie, because I watched this beginning of January, but his wife, Miss Bernstein, she is great in the movie, but I've heard a lot of people talk about that. Bradley Cooper's good in the movie, the acting's good, there's very good scenes, very interesting scenes. There was lots of elements that touched me a lot, but overall it felt like there was a lot of scenes that felt nice to me. But as a whole thing, it's good, but nothing exceptional as a whole package. Number 10, found this mushroom stuffy. Found this in a thrift store, and I got it for my friend because he loves mushroom stuff, and I think it's adorable and cute and terrifying, and what more could you ask for? Number 9, Wolf of Wall Street. So I watched Wolf of Wall Street for the first time because I was like, well, I want to watch Killers of the Flower Moon because it seems very interesting. I want to get more into some Martin Scorsese stuff because, I don't know, I remember in my teen years when I was really wanting to be into film, I was like, I gotta watch so much Martin Scorsese movies, and I did a little bit and didn't really connect with me, and so now I've kind of been like, I am more interested in trying again, and I'm like, I should watch The Wolf of Wall Street, never watched it before, and I just remember in school, a lot of people who I did not like loving the movie, a lot of dickheads who were huge fans, and now after watching the movie, I'm curious if we saw the same movie because I don't know how. There's a lot of people I saw who like this, who love this movie, who want to be like the main guy, the Wolf of Wall Street. What's his name? I don't remember. There's a lot of people I know who I remember wanting to be like him. At one point, he does cocaine, then tries to drive the car away with his child. Huh? You think he's supposed to be shown as a good person? Huh? Anyways, I like this movie. This movie is good. I think it's very solid, very fun, and it's a very entertaining movie to watch. Is it necessarily anything that is gonna that I personally am like, holy shit, this is my shit? No. but it's good. I like it. I'd recommend anyone to watch it. I think it's a fun movie to watch. Number 8, Society of the Snow. This movie goes so hard, but also I felt so depressed. I felt very depressed while watching this movie. I was watching it kind of around I think I turned it on around 5 p.m. And I was just watching it and I was very hungry, hadn't eaten dinner. And I both think that was the right way to feel while watching this movie, but it made me so much more depressed. Watching people just starve and try to survive and how hopeless they all felt. And yeah, I almost stopped watching the movie partway through it because I was like, I'm getting very sad and anxious, but I persevered and powered through. But good movie. I like it. I recommend anyone watching it. Probably one of, if not the best, sort of true story survival movies I've ever seen. Very good. If you haven't watched it, I recommend watching it. Number 7, Poor Things. Now, I'm still kind of conflicted on how I feel. Even though I do have it above a movie that I just said I was good. Poor Things is much more my shit. However, I don't know if it's fully my shit. And that's the confusing part. I think it is, but I don't know. I need to watch it again. I mean, maybe one of these things I will update on my thoughts on Poor Things. But I like it. Some decisions, I thought the scene where the children are watching Emma Stone and their dad, I'm like, I don't think I like this. It felt like it was played for a joke. And I'm like, I don't know if I necessarily like this. And there was a lot of mixed feelings I had while watching the movie. I thought visually very cool, very interesting. I thought the performances were cool. There's a lot of points where I laughed. I thought it was just kind of lots of people have said it's like the Barbie movie for mentally ill people, which those jokes I find get very old. Sometimes I like them, but sometimes they get very old. But it is a lot like the Barbie movie. I do think it's the Barbie movie with more interesting commentary. I do like the Barbie movie as well. And I do think the Barbie movie, even though it does not have necessarily the most interesting commentary on feminism or misogyny or anything like that, I think it is very exciting to see a very mainstream movie with such a in-your-face feminist theme. That's great. And I think it serves its purpose. I think the Barbie movie is about as good as that Barbie movie could be. Poor Things obviously has the freedom to be a lot more nuanced and interesting and bold with its decisions on how to have this kind of feminist Frankenstein type situation. And there's a lot of things I really love about it. But then there's some things I feel mixed about, so I would like to watch it again. Number 6, Water by Aaron Matthews. This is a little EP I listened to. It's got to be one of the prettiest sounding things ever. I don't really talk about mixing very much. And I would not call myself someone who is necessarily very good at it, especially talking about mixing. However, this is one of the few things where I've really sat there and been like, holy shit, I think the mixing is almost carrying it. It's so beautiful and so pretty, and I think if I made it, it would not be as pretty. So shout out to Aaron. Everyone should go listen to this. It's beautiful. My favorite song is Hold My Tongue. It's great. I highly recommend it. Number 5, I watched The Lighthouse with my friend for the second time. I watched this was my second time, his first time. I felt like it was very much something he would love, and so I was like, we have to watch this together. A little context. The first time I watched it, it gave me night terrors. I watched it on a boat and kept falling asleep while it was happening. So I was excited to watch it fully again. I did, for the second time, fall asleep while watching it again. Now, I think this makes the experience better, or at least makes it connect with me better. I think part of my confusion while watching it and falling in and out of sleep made me feel like I was in the movie, which led to me having night terrors the night after. I felt like I was paralyzed in my bed and there was voices talking to me and shit like that. Crazy. I think it made me lose my mind a little bit, but I also think that made the movie connect with me a little more. And at number 4, Iron Man. Another thing I watched with my girlfriend where I was showing her stuff. This movie's great. I mean, this movie's so fun. I have a blast watching this every time. I could rewatch this movie so much. I have loved it since I first watched it. I think I watched it around when it came out. I don't fully remember because, I was 6 when the movie came out. Did I watch it as a 6-year-old? I don't think so. I think I watched it probably more as a 7 or 8-year-old. I think I watched it around when it came out though, because I remember I'd watched before Iron Man 2 came out. So yeah, Iron Man. Shout out to Iron Man. Number 3, starting this YouTube channel. I wrote this down on the list, but I am currently recording this in February. So I guess I did not start the YouTube channel in January, but I'm counting it because the idea happened. And yeah, that's pretty great. It is funny that in the video that I am recording, I am ranking this not even number 1. I think that's hilarious. And I think it's even funnier that I'm telling you it's hilarious. In case you didn't think it was funny, it's funny, okay? It's funny. It's hilarious. I'm funny. Number 2, I released a song. It's right here, Vacancy. You should listen to it. I think it's fun. A fun little story is I made this song in 2022, then had it as an album that I've been working on for a long time that's just coming out soon, which I may or may not have it done now. And then I cut it from the album because I didn't like it. And the main reason I didn't like it is because it just sounded kind of rough, and I wanted it to be this like nice atmospheric song, but I just couldn't get the mix to sound right. Then I got some help with the mixing, and that shit sounds beautiful now, and I love it now, and it's so good and so catchy, and you should listen to it. And number 1, I released a music video for that song. Hell yeah, I'm getting the top 3 spots this month, baby. It's my year. My year. Dayton King Enterprise, we up. Buy in now. Dayton King stocks on the rise. I don't know how the stock market works. I think that means good things. But I released a music video. I love this music video. I recorded it in the photo booth, and then I made a bunch of little thingies, a bunch of little car racing. And you may be like, how does this connect to the song at all? Figure it out yourself, huh? It's for interpretation. Say interpretation. But yeah, it does. To me, it goes with the song, but I think the interesting part is how you think it goes with the song. So I don't want him to talk about it because I'm an artist and my shit is complicated and thoroughly thought through, and I want you to think it through. What am I doing? What am I doing with myself? This is a great question that we should all be asking. Let me give you my final thoughts on January. January was a month that happened. I don't know why January feels like I can't give a full idea of what January was like. I don't know. I think for generally, I was kind of like, my life's kind of cool. You know, I get to appreciate lots of different art things, and that's cool. I think generally I just kind of felt like my life was kind of fun in January and kind of just cool, and I spent a lot of time hanging out with people and socializing. I'm a little social butterfly. I'm a little social butterfly. And yeah, so overall January was pretty cool. I mean, I don't think there was anything exceptional that necessarily happened in January. It wasn't an exceptional month. But overall, I was like, January was pretty cool. And yeah, so I'll see you next month when I review and rank February. We're keeping this up all year, baby. And at the end of the year, know what's happening? We are going to rank every month together, okay? We're going to have a definitive month ranking of 2024. That is how we're ending this year. Now let's hope that I can keep all of these up. I should be good. It shouldn't be that difficult. I'm doing it right now. But yeah, I'll be making more videos on this channel, and I'll be, we might have some city reviews coming. Me and my friend are going to go hop down in a city and walk around it for an hour or two, and then give a definitive rating of that. Give the objective rating out of 10. We're going to rate cities out of 10. And I'm also going to listen to some music on here. I'm going to talk about whatever I want to say, whatever I want to talk about. And yeah, this should be fun. Let me know if there's anything specific that you think I should do, or let me know what you thought of this and what I should change, how it was. Yeah, thanks so much for watching, and hope you have a great day and a great life if I don't see you again. And see ya.